how's it going, y'all? Taking a quick ride through Clearwater today. I've got Clearwater George, who's surrounded by Scientology here with me, and we were gonna head out on foot and had some fun playing, but it kind of got rained out. So anybody that wants to come along with us from the road, we will be taking a ride for you guys to show you what we can find.
So I hope you guys heard that, but see, there's Clearwater Kai right there. No, that's not. That's a portrait of some kind of thing. And but we're getting rained out, which is kind of unfortunate because there's a concert tonight. We're gonna just cruise around a little bit and just get you guys live and see what downtown's looking like. And I doubt we're gonna see any Seahorse. We're definitely not gonna play bingo tonight because we just can't get rained on with our expensive equipment. All equipment's expensive these days.
That's right. We'll see what we see, y'all.
There is the famous Tom Cruise condo. Here's one of the buildings that I think Scientology is doing a facelift on to try and appease the city. And it's certainly going to be dead downtown with the rain. It's not a heavy rain yet, but the threat of it. Well, we're heading over to Flag Building. Let's see if Flag and Fort Harrison have anything going on.
That's right, guys. Anybody who's just coming in, we are doing a ride on the road tonight instead of on foot. We got rained out, so our bingo and signs can really be part of tonight, but we're going to still take a quick trip around, see what we see. Like George mentioned, there is a concert tonight, but we won't get to get much footage of that. But we do have at least a couple Sea Org members that we might show you and see what's going on around the flag building.
Yep. In fact, if we were playing bingo, there's a Sea Org member. That's one of the actually, I'll show you guys what it is. This is compliments of Liz Gale. But we actually have some signs. We're kind of prepared for today. And here is Scientology Protest Bingo, the Liz Gale edition. Security cameras. These are fun things that we're looking for. And we actually brought our markers and everything to play. But I will tell you, someone else is down here in the rain already, they said. We're going to play bingo another night. I don't remember Kyle Brennan, but I'd like to learn more about it. Man, I'm getting rained inside. And then just so we can actually get people to talk to us, here's some of our other signs. Please talk to me. I don't bite. Well, hello, Mims 2222. Thank you for the great compliment.
Hey, Mims is always in the chats.
Yeah, it's good to know that you're always in the chat.
Mims.
Yeah, we're getting, there goes another Sea Org.
Yep.
I got to learn more because I don't understand the different outfits. Let's go straight and see what the back side or the front side of Flag is. Yep, that Sea Org's got her umbrella.
It's around the time they do some drop-offs, so we might catch them in the rain.
Her secret powers don't stop her from getting rained on, though, that's for sure. All right.
We're just starting, okay, Mom. I'll check the chat as I can, but I'm going to do my best to drive safely, so you may not hear as much. Of course, now the rain starts picking up right when we...
Go ahead and hit my window up, or I'll get it. Yep. Oh man, in there. Yes, I now have an email, and maybe Sandy, you could put it in, but it is Clearwater George, and that's all spelled out. Clearwater George 101 at gmail.com. Oh man. Nah, just showing some young ones, which is what makes us sad. But let's see what's going on at the Fort Harrison while we're coming around the corner.
Yep. Coming around the corner.
We are in Florida. That question. We couldn't get to LA, so the LA crowd's getting mustered up over there. And if you haven't watched Pearl Snappy, she is all over Austin with the big grand opening. And of course, first thing Scientology does, they get a permit and then they start setting up where they don't have a permit for. And Austin police are not making them shut that down or to make any changes. Here's Rich Carr Row right in front of the Fort Harrison.
That's right. Let's see if you spot any vanity plates.
Sorry about that little clicking. So far, nothing.
But we do got Clearwater PD, so I know that's on the bingo card too.
Oh yeah,
if anyone wants to play from a car. City Bus is on there too.
So we're doing a little preview. Sure.
A little cursory tour.
Yes, we're going to take Clearwater back, no doubt. And you guys start thinking about what some of these buildings might be used for. I think from the Tampa Bay Times article, there's something like 117 properties.
That's right.
Which is just incredible. And I've seen the figure of as much as 60% of downtown square footage.
That's right. Between 60 and 70%.
Hey, Lori Plays, don't drive over.
Yeah.
Don't drive over. That's why we wanted to scout it out a little bit first and see. So, because you're the one that makes a big sacrifice in terms of the drive. A few of us live close by. Yeah, the other night I had one of my new.
Welcome Center's open.
Oh, the Welcome Center is open.
Yeah, see if you guys can see them there. Also, you got a Scientology symbols on there too. You know, like their coat of arms up top. That's the old Clearwater Bank building.
Yeah, maybe they're expecting to do some business tonight at the Welcome Center with the concert.
Wishful thinking. Well, I guess they figure maybe because we're not out on foot. Because if we were out on foot, that thing would be closed up in a heartbeat.
Yeah, they haven't seen us yet. But we're in the queue on Fort Harrison heading north, so we'll show all the fake buildings. You could see them. Sorry, sometimes the chat covers me up.
Florida driver trying to parallel park. Give her a little space.
Yeah, Pearl Snappy had some great insight about vacant buildings for 4 years, etc., and why they need to open the org now.
Watch your wheel.
But do not underestimate Scientology, because I'm sure they stay on top of some of these laws. If it says no more than 4 years of vacancy, I'm sure right before the 4 years is up, they'll set a receptionist to introduce something. So
I mean, that sounds like it's right up their alley.
Yeah, look how beautiful this is. Pretty.
All right, we got the United for Human Rights, the Way to Happiness building. We've got Criminon here as well. These are all of the front groups, all with specific purposes, run by the Church of Scientology, their volunteer ministry, and then CCHR, the group that's dedicated to taking down the psychs. Because as many of you know or may not know, also Wise Enterprises, but CCHR wants to take down the psychs. Scientology does not support the medical model of mental health, and they do everything they can to stop it.
Here is the Clearwater Community Volunteers. They did have a meeting when we first started, and they wouldn't let us in. And I'm going to try and find out more, because I live in Clearwater. I'm a community and I'm a volunteer type person. So want to see. It does look like a theme park. Some people actually said it looks like North Korea TV or movie studios that are vacant. And that was a great analogy as well. You know what? Let's try and go down that way, but we may not be able to get too close. There's a concert at the sound.
Trying to hit the sand castle, and I'll loop back if I have to.
Yep, sorry for looks like a movie set.
Intersection, pal.
Yeah.
What do they want me to do? Just bust in front of them? Here we go.
So beautiful, sunny Clearwater is not beautiful. Well, it's beautiful. It's just not sunny today. As we come west, there's the sky, and behind us, it's starting to downpour. Yeah, this is where we would normally go down here and see Sandcastle. Actually, we might go up and turn around.
Yep, we can do that. But yeah, this is the Sandcastle here. The religious retreat, as it says on the sign. High-level Scientology training is there. Also, there's actually an OT symbol on top of that building I never saw or didn't notice before. That's on the bingo card. As we've talked about before, this is right across from the sound, the new 6,500-person venue, Bluff in Clearwater, and that Scientology was in stark opposition of, because apparently they can't get what they need done auditing with all that noise. Let's see here where our entrance is.
Somebody was in the chat talking about being down near Hacienda Garden.
Okay.
Of course, the road's closed because there's a concert. And for all of you wonderful critics of my camera work, I will apologize in advance, because this crazy driver here, he's got to make 3-point turns, and we're trying to avoid concert traffic, and was not our plan to be in the vehicle, but we're gonna just hit this a little bit, head back over towards Fort Harrison, I can't read all the chats, but somebody's talking about Pearl Snappy doing some fun stuff over there. I really wanted to test out my new sign that says, please talk to me. I don't bite. Scientology Protest Bingo. Thank you, Liz Gale. Yeah, let's shoot right. Yep, and
so now we're gonna head back the way that we came, check it from the other angles. Get another view of some of the front groups here. Right next to the Clearwater Volunteers building is Wise Enterprises. That's their business consulting group. They target a lot of like dentists and chiropractors, folks in the medical field that otherwise might not have management skills, and they've got some pseudo Scientology, or actually I guess Scientology based practices on how to run your business that they actually do pull in a lot of money, but it's all
zoom back out. Okay, there we go. The vacant lot that I'm showing now, Kai can't quite shoot it, but that's where they put the Winter Wonderland in. One of their other shill fronts. Oh man, we just had a little ray of sunshine come through. All right. Free DOA socks. I love that. Why did they take his socks?
What a bizarre thing. If they say DNA could be on them, maybe they're going to test them for any, residue of tear gas. Maybe they're going to try to put something in it and say they found it inside there. Who knows? But regardless, it's weird. It's weird.
Hello, Donna. Thank you for the pink hand wave. That's awesome. Yeah, this weather is really, really kind of funky right now.
Yeah, now we've got that golden hours hitting, but it's all wet outside. Still, it's looks pretty amazing. This is when your camera looks the best. Golden hour.
Lori Plays and Farrell Sherrill the other night did have some police contact. Clearwater PD was curious as to what they were doing. And of course, Lori Plays knows exactly what she's doing and how to handle those situations because she's a retired LEO, law enforcement officer. And there's going to be some big action. I hope everybody's watching tomorrow in both Austin and LA. Kai and I both have family commitments, so we couldn't jump on a plane to get out there, but we were chomping at the bit to do so. Not today, Thayton, but another time for sure.
Absolutely.
You guys like how I threw that one in there? Ha! Hey, who's calling me Georgie Porgy, one of my favorite childhood nicknames. In fact, I had to rename it. I reworked the words of the song. Georgie Porgy, pudding pie, kissed the girls and made them cry. And when the boys came out to play, Georgie beat them up and they all ran away.
Oh, damn, that music's so loud.
Ooh, we can take in some of the Fort Harrison music as we're stuck in front of the front door.
Jazz guitar for you.
Well, it could be Chick Corea. One of their. I've got some inside info on some Chick Corea stuff I'm going to be putting on my stream and my channel later. I've got some guys who did some work for him. Chick Corea is a jazz musician that is one of those, quote, celebrity Scientologists. He passed away a couple years ago.
Maybe he gave his fortune to them along with his studio. Some information about that. I don't know all the details.
Yeah.
Should I bust back this way?
Yes. We're going to swing back around in front of... you know what? Mims and Mim, they have not copyrighted me yet. And we go by the Fort Harrison quite a bit. And we try to move quickly when the music's loud.
If we talk over it, it makes it a little harder for the AI to pick it up. And it's usually a little bit more obscure. And they can't copyright strike us for it if the AI doesn't pick it up. That artist would have to hear it and do it if the AI doesn't pick it up. So it's kind of a weird thing.
Yeah, and Kathy Ann, I'd love to be the tour guide when you guys come into town because you've got to see the vast footprint here. Turn right, Ty, and let's just kind of sit out front here and watch some comings and goings. In fact, you might be able to grab one of these parking spots. Okay, so we are going to circle around.
Probably going to have to three-point it again. woes of having a lifted vehicle.
Behind us is some great sunshine to the west, and out to the east is the big black.
This one or right behind the front?
Try and get to that front one. And you can also you're also stalling one of the white vans, which is great.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I
it.
like that.
That's it.
Right there, test my parallel skills here. She could have just waited in the spot. You know? What do I know?
Oh, the white van is FedEx. It wasn't one of the Scientos. A lot of action today in terms of young folks. Of course, that's a bit disconcerting for us because, it looks like it's just going to pass over. Thank you. If it does, we might jump out and talk to a couple people downtown for the concert and see what their thoughts are. The rain shouldn't stay long. All right. As we look, that's what we see to the east. Oh. So these young ones are, they're picking up these young ones. Get them out of there.
That's right.
Oh, what a shame. Knowing what has happened to some of the younger children in Scientology, this is what hurts us and why so many people are passionate about
That's right.
ending the child trafficking, the essay that occurs, that's documented.
Yeah.
And there are some current cases that are going to come to light in addition to Danny Masterson.
You see a guy there going up the stairs in his cause resurgence outfit. He's got his gym bag with him. You'll see that a lot. They do have this is the other side of the superpower building where L. Ron Hubbard says that you go to realign and tune in your 57 precepts or senses. And they also have the cause resurgence rundown, which is the running around a pole and getting the command to keep running. I don't know what the end phenomena is for it, but I think it has something to do with being in tune with being a star in the galaxy or something like that.
This poor lady's trying to get into this white Jeep and they've got her locked out. When she moves, we'll have a real good view of it. One of the first nights when we were all out here live and the Aaron saw a guy pull up, he couldn't believe it was Tampa Brad.
That's right.
And Tampa Brad is one of the few Scientologists that actually does social media and talks about being a Scientologist and what it's done for him. And when Aaron ran up to him and said, "Hey, I'm a big fan of yours," Tampa Brad could not get up those stairs and through those doors into the protection of security any quicker.
That's right.
He moved
talks
pretty-
a mean game when he's online though. It's wild.
Yeah, he moved pretty quick. It is a beautiful sky tonight. I love all the different things. There's that lone palm tree that has survived the Church of Scientology so far. Let's see if I can read a couple of these chats.
Yeah, the uniforms, Rachel's right.
Ant Bear, the answer is yes, they do not allow us to enter the buildings. And they, certainly for the bunch of us that have been out here the most, they know exactly when we're here. You guys may have heard it, but they have license plate readers, high-def cameras all around. And like when Mark Bunker on the Lee Remini show, when they knew he was at the park and trespassed him and asked him to leave, they know where his car is at all times. They know where he is, and he don't care. Oh, Sandy, sometimes, okay.
His outfit looks a little out of valence. The tattoos and
I think it was a delivery guy. One of those. I did fancy going to LA with Aaron, but I've got some family commitments that did not allow me to leave town this week. I really want to be out there because when you really start to look at the totality of this movement, the TikTokers, William Good, by accident found out about Scientology. And the work they're doing out there, the exposing of everything out there has been phenomenal. And as Serge would say, courage is contagious. And after talking with Aaron and a few others, surrounded by Clearwater means I've lived here for a long time, been surrounded by it. A lot of us have kind of said, "Nah, there's not much we can do," but now there is. And there is also a movement, and one of our other folks shows up with her QR code about going to all elected officials and asking them if they would support inquiries into Scientology's tax-exempt status.
She goes by definite trouble source in the chats.
Is that, what is it, Kai?
Definite trouble source, or DTS.
All right.
And I got a question here in mind. Hold this up for a second so the sirens. So, okay, Mom says, I have a serious question in regards to SA allegations in the C organization. Are most of the SA issues within the church by the parents or by the elders? And they just cover it up. So I think that there's a mix there. We've seen stories going both ways where it's could be public members and their parents and it being covered up. We've seen members attack members, like in the Danny Masterson situation, and we've also seen some other stories that Aaron has talked about where certain Sea Org members or staff members have been peddled around the country to do different tasks. One in particular was a guy in their IT department who was being put up in other public's homes and assaulting their kids when he was going out on missions. So it's a mix of it. They all lead to cover-ups through the same department, through ethics, and it's a pretty sad thing. So I don't know if that helps to answer your question, okay, Mom, but it's a little bit of it all.
But to reiterate the point you just made, Kai, and that is the commonality is that it was all covered up.
They all lead to a cover-up.
And they're not allowed to report it. It's told that it would be handled.
Yep, handled within the church, that it's out ethics to report another Scientologist, and that they need to let Scientology solve the problem because they are the only ones who can truly solve the problem through a custom auditing plan. So they really don't allow you to really get justice. So it's a really unfortunate thing.
And Kai, how's your channel going? You got some good movement and subscribers?
Yeah,
Awesome.
I've been going for 2 weeks now, 2.5 weeks. I'm up to almost 1,000 subscribers.
Nice.
So it's going pretty quick, and I'm really appreciative of all the great followers that I've built up. And I give a lot of credit to you guys coming down, giving shout outs, and do my best to keep engaging with you guys and making the content. So I really do appreciate it.
Yep. There was a question earlier about who's in the car and where's Aaron, and I forget who the other person you asked about. But Kai and I are out here, and we told the people who have to travel the furthest to stay home because it looked like we're going to get rained out. Not sure if that will change Lori Plays' plans at all. It looks like the clouds might be leaving. But the interesting thing is that it doesn't matter whether it's raining or not, but there's not much going on down here.
Yeah.
So we are in front of the Flag Building, which is the Superpower Building. And those of you who are regulars on my channel will know I looked this building up on the tax roll. It's 385,000 square feet, and it is assessed at $128 million and pays zero in taxes. Wow. That is the core root of the problem in downtown Clearwater. This is the epitome of it. What Aaron helped me understand too is Fort Harrison and a few of the other properties, as hotels or motels, because they're ongoing business concerns, they do pay a small amount of taxes. Right. But these other buildings for the religious purposes are all off the tax roll. Yeah, and Diane, I'm not sure where your farm is, but I'm sure you do pay massive amounts.
Oh, yeah.
I'm from Central Illinois, college town, and I got to see a lot of farmers working their butt off. Kai, KY, which is Spit
Clearwater.
CLW?
It's full
Spell it
Clearwater.
out. Spit Clearwater.
Clearwater, no spaces. And it's Spit's short for abbreviation of Suppressive Person Information Technology. I know I shared it a little bit in the beginning when I started the channel, but I'm actually a data center security architect. I've been in the industry for about 15 years now. And prior to that, I was an RN for a few years. So the majority of my career as an adult's been in designing and developing data centers for large enterprises.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've tried to give a few tips out along the way, plan on doing some more. Just haven't got around to it yet with getting my home studio set up so it's a little less docs friendly. So I do have a lot of credentials and stuff on the walls that I didn't want to share. And like George mentioned, I was trying to get out to LA this weekend. I couldn't do it because of family commitments, so maybe on Aaron's next trip out, we might have to squad up and go out. But I do have a few trips coming up that I'll leak a little info on. I will be in DC in the next week or so, and I'll be hitting the org there for a little bit, and I'll be in New York a few weeks after that, making some time to hit the org on that trip too. So LA coming soon.
Yeah, and let's see, Ocho 24. Yep, the Hacienda Gardens and the Sherwood Forest, which I'm not sure what the real name is, but I call it Sherwood Forest because it's fictional.
I think it's Sherwood Gardens as well.
Sherwood Gardens.
So.
The point I was going to make, someone was asking about who's in the car. What we're trying to do is when we are out here, we also have someone not immediately with us, but kind of circling and checking out for suspicious activity. Some of you guys may know Lori and I both have had tires punctured with nails, only when we're near a Scientology building at night, and that doesn't happen any other time for me or her. Yeah, so we're going to cruise around here and go towards Fort Harrison and head out a little bit more, see if the concert people are here yet.
See what the clouds look like a little closer to the water. Oh, here's someone coming to run up. I wonder if she's late for staff, or if she's got something more to do with the superpower building. So like George mentioned, that building is over 300,000 square feet. It's 5 floors. They've got a full track in there. I believe they've also got an anti-gravity session that you can do as part of the superpower program. A smell wall with I think over 100 different smells. And all of these are designed to align and supercharge your 57%.
Wow.
Senses. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
It sure is. So here's the Fort Harrison, and if you're not new to my channel, you'll know that it was bought, and there was a question earlier about if they bought it under fake organizations.
They did.
Why can't it be taken back? It's not that uncommon.
Pseudonym,
Yeah.
United Florida was the pseudonym they used in '76.
United Florida. I thought it was like something religions. United Florida
It was
Religions.
United Florida Church or Church of United
Right.
Florida, but I know United Florida was the United North Florida, something like that.
Yeah, and to put in perspective, guys, when Disney chose Central Florida, they set up 27 separate unrelated corporations and went and made offers to people. Oh, here's this guy taking a selfie.
He's got a cause resurgence shirt on.
Yep.
Hey, you doing cause resurgence?
Did you get a good selfie in front of flag? Awesome.
Hey, run
All
around
right.
the pole.
Okay, he's going to get his SPs. All right. Oh, got a couple from out of town with their slugs. But the point I'll finish on Disney was they went and made offers to a ton of people and said this offer's only for this long and it doesn't exist again, take it or leave it. Once they had enough assemblage, then they walked away from the other contracts that they did not have to execute, and they were able to put together that huge footprint in Kissimmee, not actually Orlando, but Kissimmee. All right, here's some biker dudes. All right, guys. So yeah, but when you, Welcome Center's still open.
Yeah.
When you want to pull in that loading, that first spot's a loading spot, 15 minutes. Let's just go film the Welcome Center for a few minutes. So yeah, the difference here is when they bought the Fort Harrison, they put armed guards up at the 4 corners of the building, and then they started with their.
I don't even know if I can fit in it.
I'm not sure. If not, we'll keep going. But if you can, yeah, if it's a hassle.
She's literally running. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh yeah. Oh,
They heard us.
Oh yeah.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
And look, she.
Oh, they're
came
watching the
running.
live. They're watching the live stream.
They're watching the live stream.
Thank you,
no doubt.
Osa.
Holy crap.
Okay. Yeah, we were going to
That's
jump out and
amazing.
film
Yeah.
the Welcome Center.
Oh my God.
All right. William Good, pack it up.
Yeah, if there was any question that they're watching the streams.
Pearl Snappy, shut it down.
That's goddamn.
All right. Well, then maybe we should go stand in front of Fort Harrison and shut that place down. Although they seem to know how to get him in and out of there because there are multiple entrances.
That's right.
Yeah.
I can try to hit the backside. Go
Yeah. Yep. I'm telling you, they.
She was running. Jeez.
Now they don't have to read our mind; they watch our lives.
That's right. I hesitated too many seconds. I wonder if I can fit in that spot. She came running. Oh my God. Awesome.
All right.
A lot of times you see them dropping off on the backside.
2 buses lined up coming off of San Castle and Osceola. And I'm sure they know when concerts are, whether they can get their people in and out the way they normally do, or how they have to adjust. And Sandy, I think is the chat going as slow as it can? Says I'm trying to glance at it. I'm not sure on how all that stuff works. Yeah, see, we're still looking at some pretty touchy skies right now.
Yeah. So it looks a little hairy with the bridge. I didn't get a chance to test out my sides today either.
Thank you, Sandy. Oh boy, these poor people. It's supposed to be some good concert.
I know.
And we'll see who the brave ones are. All right, Kai, what do you say we make one more pass down Fort Harrison, and then we'll let these people get back to their families, and we'll do the same.
That's right.
Kai and I both have children at home, which means
look at these gray skies rolling in. It's probably we'd hop out and get eaten, I bet.
which means that we are both sleep deprived and underappreciated. No, I'm just kidding. We love our children.
George and I are both big family guys, and I'm super grateful for it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yep. Of course, my teenagers are like, Dad, are you okay? And some of you may have heard the other night, but we do have people that kind of watch our back from a distance, and including a couple guys that are interested in possibly working with us or retired Navy SEALs. Always good to have those guys around.
Absolutely.
Of course, at this point, I don't think I could afford them, but that's a whole other story because, watch out, young man. Don't do it. Don't go in there. Oh, don't do it. But it's not up to him. It's up to his parents.
That's right. Kids can't consent.
You can go in the parking lot and come behind this flag bus, make the next left.
Here we are at the courthouse.
And in case you guys didn't notice, but the flag buses are similar both in LA and in Florida, in Clearwater. And for those of you who don't know, we are in lovely Pinellas County, Florida. Also suffering from the lack of tax revenue. We're going to make the bus leave because we're coming up.
I have to.
I just sit here for a while, see what he does. And this little canoe setup and bike, interesting because they had to take their seat off so it doesn't get stolen. Stay classy. Man, I knew somebody that used that handle. I wonder if that's the person I know.
Ontario plate.
Haha, love it. Somebody just said, I'm retired Navy, I'll do it free. It scrolled through quick, but you know, we need a lot more support in Clearwater because we're ground zero. And like when I went out to the Denver org, it's one building. The Portland org is one building. Here we literally have Narconon. We've got their big storage center. We've got 3 motels. We've got a footprint that covers miles, not contiguous, but over miles. And we like to try and track the buses from place to place so they can't avoid us.
Yeah, we don't get the same kind of action that they get out in LA, but that's all right because we still got quite a presence here. And there's a lot of kids in Scientology here. I went to school with so many of them growing up. Just like George, I've been here for almost 40 years, and so I haven't seen it change much downtown, but I've seen a lot of kids go through a lot of things down here. You know.
Yeah. What we're going to start doing too is we're going to have certain nights where we're going to ask people to come on out. We're going to set up right there in front of Flag, which is public property, and we're going to interview folks. You can be on camera or off camera, but we're going to start hearing stories about your experience with Scientology in this area and how it's affected Clearwater and how you probably don't ever come downtown because of the scamatologist. And we're just going to bring it more to the forefront. All right, time for a couple more quick chats. If anybody's got any particular questions, throw them up there right now. Kai's going to find a safe place. If you turn right, let's go around by the front of Flag again.
Yep.
And you know, a couple years ago, guys, they did a whole downtown tour and Scientology protest, and they were scheduled to meet somewhere, and the business had enough pressure put on them that they decided not to let the people meet there, which I don't remember the business. I don't remember the exact situation. And a lot has changed since COVID. So, but we're not intimidated. We're not backing down. We're just going to be doing what we do, First Amendment auditing. And we're going to be polite, but also finding out how we can help some of these people who are trapped. We're starting to compile a list of elder Sea Org members to see who might want to be rescued, and some people trying to find their parents, some people trying to find their families because of the horrible aspect of disconnection.
I always hope that one of these spots will be open. I can just get out one of my signs.
Yeah, and there was just someone said you'd like to get a group in Tampa for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And for many of you who don't know the Tampa Bay area, but Tampa and Clearwater are about 11, 12 miles apart. Separated by Courtney Campbell Causeway and the Tampa Bay, which is where the name comes from. Tampa Bay. And for you sports fans, you guys know we had a pretty good run a while ago. 2 Stanley Cup championships and a Super Bowl within 14 months. 3 boat parades. And I went to Eulalie and showed that vibrant waterfront in downtown Tampa, which is what this could be, except for the Church of Scientology.
Be playing.
Yep.
I still can't believe that she ran like that.
And they put the blind. They pulled all the
that's
blinds.
what I mean. They pulled all the shades and everything. She was going so quick.
Pearl Snappy, what do you call it? Blind tech? Shade tech.
Shade tech, window treatment tech.
Window treatment. Yep. All right. You just pull it behind this black car and we'll do our closing thoughts. I doubt she's going to talk to me, but... Hi. How are you? Excuse me, can I ask you a question? You have time for a quick question? I guess not. Well, there was a real person, but I'm not sure if that was animatronics or not. Yeah, so what I've also noticed during the day is there's a lot of traffic that comes from the Sea Castle in Osceola, which is the block that way, and they come over here to these fake buildings for whatever little bit of personnel they staff them with. And you probably can't hear it, but the jazz music has started over there. I'm going to show little Tommy's. I see what you did, George. Yep. Yeah. Let's see if Tommy Cruise is here watching the concert from his condo. Can't tell. Oh. Let's see how this lady might react or talk to me. Uh-huh. Sure, can I ask any questions? Nope, not interested. All right. Hello. She's on the phone. She's on the phone, so she probably want to talk to me. All right. What is a building in the city they want eminent domain for parking? Not sure, but I hear that some of that's going on, and I hope more of that goes on. Eminent domain, take back some of the property for better use. Aha. Thank you, Christy Weeks. The old phone trick, right. She wasn't talking to anybody. She just put the phone up to her ear. I know, she said something about, hey, is L. Ron there? I didn't want to, spoiler alert, I didn't want to tell her L. Ron's dead. He's not coming back. But if you can smoke more cigarettes, you will not get cancer, according to him. And I was just reading one of the placards somewhere, but L. Ron says that you treat children like adults, and that's why I think that they put up with so much SA. And not going to happen anymore, as we can help. All right. A couple quick shots. Here's the receptionist where something can be done about it at the Scientology Volunteer Ministries on a busy Friday night with a concert. I don't like Mike, I like Mark. Okay. They're doing some kind of volunteer ministries, but I can't tell from that picture what those guys are doing. If they're removing thetans or not. It says over here they've helped over 12 million people. I'm not sure how they came up with that number. Maybe we can do an interview and ask somebody, but they won't talk to us. Oh, this is the Emotional Tone Scale book by L. Ron Hubbard. Is sitting on the reception desk. Can't tell what those business cards are, but they're sitting there for people to take. It is not the kid's fault for pulling it in, wise mama, but thanks for trying. And I know what you meant by that. Just beautiful reception areas, just vacant. Oh, a lot of books if anybody wanted to buy a book, because as we know, nothing is free in Scientology, which I'm gonna have to have a talk with Liz Gale, because on her bingo, she has a free space. And it is a shame that Scientology took it over, but we're gonna see what we can do about that. They've handed out 12 million ways to happiness booklets. For some of you guys that may not have heard me the other day, I used to rent a house to some Scientologists. I'm gonna jump back in for a second. I rented a house to some Scientologists, and there was 27 unopened cases of Dianetics books that they made this old man buy. Oh, look at this. What a great sign. Scientology is a full-service cult, child trafficking, elder abuse, family destruction with disconnection, criminal essay cover-ups. Wow. And now what do we got next? We've got the Clear Cognition, 100% off sale. I just realized I've been mocking up my own reactive mind, so I'm not doing it anymore. And there's some hashtags for you. Awesome, great job. Beautiful.
Get to use them tonight, but they're ready.
Yeah, they're ready. For right now, we're going to fade away and call it a night as these black clouds come in. Signing off for Spit Clearwater and Clearwater, Georgia, surrounded by Scientology. Say hey.
Hey, thanks for coming out and following along with us, guys.
Okay.
Have a good rest of your night. Spit Clearwater signing out.
Cheers. And thank you, Sandy, and everybody who's in the chat. We shall talk again soon.